CBS Atlanta News presents Public Affairs on Peach.
Good Sunday morning to you, everyone. I'm Brandon Rudat. It is part of the economy that really hasn't bounced back like people had hoped it was. Of course, we're talking about the housing market. Some real estate agent experts out there say that foreclosures inside the perimeter, they have peaked, but it's not the same necessarily outside the perimeter, where some experts say that we could expect even more foreclosures later this year. Patty Ellis, one of the best here in Midtown. She's a real estate agent with Atlanta Fine Homes. Patty, good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Because a lot of people looking to buy real estate these days, and a lot of people out there saying, you know, this is the perfect time to buy. You keep hearing about it in the news. If you've got money, you're thinking about buying a home, right now is the time to buy.
I agree with that because the prices are low, probably the lowest I've ever seen. In the time. I think there's a lot of houses right now that are priced at what they purchased for it in year 2000. So those are great prices. And the interest rates are low. If you're in the market to buy a house, I don't know why you would wait.
Yeah, have you ever seen, in your experience, have you ever seen interest rates this low?
No, I have not. As a matter of fact, in 1980, 81, that time range, they were hovering 18–20%. And people were still buying homes. And so that's an interesting thing to look at that. When you look at, we have interest rates below 4, and people are questioning whether they should buy. And in that time range, interest rates were 18 to 20%, and the homes were still selling. And what is the difference? I think it's consumer confidence. Is basically what it is.
All right, so the process by how it works, it goes a little something like this, because we got into this foreclosure process because there were banks out there who were basically lending money to people who did not qualify for the home they were buying. And they couldn't really pay their mortgage. So we get into this housing crisis. Well, now as a buyer, I'm trying to go to a bank. How do I get a bank to loan to me? Are banks even loaning? Are they lending money right now to buy a home?
Absolutely they are. And the difference is that when people got in trouble, when you went to buy a loan, and you could say, I make this much money, and they said, oh, okay, we'll sign here.
It was easy.
It was very easy. And if you don't, even if you had the money to put down, they would still say, well, 100% is fine. Those people got in trouble because they really could not afford their homes, but they thought, if the bank said I could, then I must be able to. But today, you're going to be required to put some money down. There are 95 and 90% loans available.
Where do those qualify? Where do those qualify? Where you hear about those 90 to 95% loans qualify, where can you find those? And how much, what are those home prices going for?
Well, that really, you have a limit, a loan limit. If you're going to be above $417,000 in your loan, you're going to have to go to a jumbo loan. And there are people making jumbo loans. That's fine. In fact, I think in a jumbo loan, I heard of a lender that is making 10%. You could put 10% down. A lot of times in the jumbo loans, they do require a little more money down. But the loans are available. A lot of people think you can't get a loan. Yes, you can. You're just going to have to give more paperwork. That's going to be the difference. You're going to have to document everything that and they're going to wear you out actually a little bit in all the documentation they want from you, but you can get a loan.
All right, take me back to the 90s and what we're kind of seeing with the housing market now. And then, of course, we saw the crash happen in 2007 and 2008. If I go out and buy a home now and I'm thinking about investing and going to be at the home for about 5 or 10 years, how long do you think it's going to take for the economy to turn around, for the housing market to kind of get back to where it was around 2006, 2007?
It'll take a while. I think what we're seeing is that the market has stabilized, but they're not going to go up fast. The prices are going to creep back up again. We've seen a little bit creeping back up, but it's going to take a while. You know, used to be when someone purchased a house from us, the idea was, well, you could be in a property 2.5 years and get money back and
actually make a profit in 2 or 3 years.
But
not necessarily
today.
the case now.
I would not advise anybody of that, no.
All right, what about investment properties? People out there may be wanting to even buy a building. Is now a good time? Is it a renter's market or a buyer's market? A lot of more people you see out there kind of renting to get by right now, or are you starting to see a trend where people are starting to invest again because the rates are low?
Well, I have seen that there's a lot more people renting, and I think that has to do with the fact that people lost their jobs. They cannot get qualified right now because of maybe credit issues, maybe they got behind on payments and things like that, so they can't get qualified right now. So there's a lot more renters. The rental market is strong. But as far as investing, we are seeing a lot of people that are coming. I tell you, there are people out there that
confidence,
want to buy.
isn't it?
It is.
It's
They want to
confidence.
buy now, but they're scared to.
Yeah.
And that's that. I hate that because it's a good market out there right now to buy.
Yeah, it's a great market. You talk to a lot of experts out there, and they always say right now is the time to buy. So if I buy now, here's a fear, right? If I go in and I buy a house now, I'm afraid the market's going to crash even lower. But I guess if my goal is to be in the house for 10 years, it doesn't matter what the market's going to be like in a year from now, right?
Yeah, but I really don't believe you're going to have that problem. And we all are fearful of it because we really never expected it to happen in the first place. So that is your fear. But we've just not seen that happen. We're seeing things stabilize out. People are being more real with their prices when they put them on the market in the first place because they know it's that kind of market. So I think that's an unfounded fear. I really do.
All right. One of the best in the business here in Midtown, Patty Ellis, Atlanta Fine Homes. Thanks for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Coming up, are you financially ready to buy a house? What do you need to know to guarantee a loan approval when we come back?